guys, welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. Today we are in the new 2019 Ford Mustang Ecoboost, courtesy of Bob Ruth Ford in Dillsburg, PA. And I am excited to be in this one today because it has been like 2 weeks since I've driven my Mustang GT because of the cold weather and the summer tires that I have on it. I try not to take it out when it's freezing outside like today. Nonetheless, let me jump right into this, and as always, let's start with pricing. And so there will be several different trim levels available for the 2019 Mustang Ecoboost. First one being your standard fastback, that is going to start at $26,120. Then there is the premium fastback for $31,135. Convertible is going to start at $31,620. And lastly, the premium convertible, that one is going to start at $36,635. But regardless of trim level, power plant on the 2019 Mustang Ecoboost will be the same. Powering this one is going to be a 2.3 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, putting out 310 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 350 pound-feet of torque, available at around 3,000 RPM. Power is going to be sent to the rear wheels, of course, through either your choice of either a standard 6-speed manual or the optional 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. By the way, that one adds around $1,600 to the price tag, but that is the one we have today, so you can bet we will be testing out those paddle shifters in a little bit here. But in the end, 0 to 60 time is going to come in at approximately 4.8 to 5.1 seconds. I usually see it in that ballpark, and that depends on the transmission as well. The 10-speed is going to get you to 60 a little bit faster than the 6-speed. And when it comes to MPGs, the Mustang Ecoboost is going to give you 21 in the city, 32 on the highway using premium unleaded fuel. But so that before we do any kind of accelerations in the Mustang Ecoboost, I did want to mention the driving modes available via toggle switches just in front of the shifter there. But those driving modes are going to come with the 101A package that we do indeed have today, and that's available with the standard Mustang Ecoboost, or if you go with the premium trim level, it is also going to give you those driving modes. But what you have to choose from there is normal, sport plus, track, drag strip mode, and snow and wet as well. And that's going to adjust things like the throttle response and the shift points, of course, if you go with the 10-speed automatic. And there is a button just to the left of that driving mode button that has a steering wheel on it. That's going to give you different steering feels, including normal, sport, and comfort. I usually leave it in sport in my own Mustang because it does give you a heavier feel to the steering wheel, and you gotta love that. But anyway, since I mentioned all those driving modes, let's do a quick little acceleration test with the paddle shifters. We'll do both at the same time here, and let's see how quickly we can get the 2019 Mustang Ecoboost here up to speed. Not as quick as the GT, but I will say quite a bit of pull, and you got to keep in mind it is over 300 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque, so it is definitely going to be a quick car, even faster when it's warmer out. You can get some traction, unlike today where it's 32 degrees, but paddle shifters did have a slight delay when it comes to reaction times, but still not bad there either. And if you did decide to take the Mustang Ecoboost to the drag strip, did want to mention you will get electronic line lock as well, which is basically where it locks up the front wheels and allows the back wheels to completely run free, helping you warm up the tires, of course, before you actually hit the gas. But after you do that, put it in that drag strip mode, and that's going to keep the RPMs in the sweet spot throughout the acceleration here in the 10-speed, and that should give you a pretty nice time when it comes to the quarter mile. But to go along with that acceleration, as I always have to mention, braking is equally important. And so up front, you will find 12.5-inch front rotors with dual piston front calipers. In the back, once again, 12.5-inch rear rotors with single piston calipers. And since we have a stop sign coming up here, let's test out the braking feel. Wow, definitely no issues there. And since I'm touching on the braking here, there is a performance pack actually available for the Mustang Ecoboost that adds $2,500, which is honestly a steal when it comes to the Ecoboost, because with the GT that adds $4,000 for the performance pack, so really a nice deal when it comes to the Ecoboost. But nonetheless, that is going to bump up the brake setup to 14-inch front rotors with 4-piston front calipers, 13-inch rear rotors with single piston calipers in the back there. So although this regular setup does stop quite nicely, that performance pack is going to give you even more stopping power if you wanted it. And that option is going to add more than just the brakes, of course. It's also going to give you a Torsen limited slip rear axle, a black painted strut tower brace, heavy duty front springs, larger radiator. It's going to add a rear spoiler in the back, unique chassis tuning, and an upsized rear sway bar as well. Therefore, you can conclude that the handling is going to be bumped up when it comes to that performance pack as well. And since I mentioned it, when it comes to the standard setup as far as suspension and handling, you will get monotube shocks, rear cross access suspension joints, enjoy. It's also an independent rear suspension. And like I had previously alluded to, when it comes to this steering feel, with that steering feel mode that I was previously telling you about, it is definitely a nice steering feel. If you wanted a looser steering feel, just put it in that comfort mode. If you wanted the heavier feel like I like, put it in the sport mode. And the steering feel does feel on point with this one. As far as ride quality goes, I have had absolutely no issues, but in the back of my mind, I'm kind of comparing it to my GT, which I have lowered and upsized the wheels, so can tell you definitely a better ride quality than I currently have. And if you wanted even better ride quality, there is a MagneRide damping system that adds around $1,700, but essentially what that is going to do is scan the road up to 1,000 times per second at each damper, really giving you the best of both worlds. Not only that smoother ride, but also tightening up the suspension around heavy cornering on the back roads. And honestly, if I were to do my GT again, I probably would go that route. And then when it comes to visibility, I can see perfectly fine out the back. I've never had any issues with Mustang visibility, so you are good to go there. But enough with the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's check out the exterior of the new 2019 Ford Mustang Ecoboost. And so to start, let me first touch on the color options available for the 2019 Mustang Ecoboost. New colors for the 2019 model year are going to include Velocity Blue and Need for Green, which is the best color for 2019, which is why I got it on my own. The deleted colors for the 2019 Mustang are going to include Triple Yellow, Lightning Blue, and Royal Crimson. But so anyways, taking a look up front, you will find LED headlights with LED signature lighting coming standard on every single trim level. Also LED front park turn lights, again, every single trim level. And if you go with the premium though, that will come with the automatic feature up there as well, meaning when it starts to get dark out, the lights will turn on automatically for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Then make your way to the side, you will find body-colored power adjustable side mirrors with integrated blind spot mirrors for every single trim level. Premium trim is also going to give you heated side mirrors with integrated turn signals as well. And hiding underneath those side mirrors with the premium, you will also get pony projection lights, where at night it's going to project that Mustang logo onto the ground. Definitely a pretty cool feature there. But now let's zoom out a little bit, taking a look at the wheel setup. 17-inch aluminum alloys will come with the standard fastback. Premium is going to give you 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Performance pack is going to bump that up once again to 19 by 9-inch aluminum alloy wheels, and there are other options available. For instance, on the Ecoboost I have today, it does have the upgraded wheel and stripe package you guys have probably already noticed, and that adds around $900 if you were interested. But like I said, there are a couple other options available as well. But now making your way to the back on the Ecoboost, you will find a rear spoiler if you go with the premium trim level. Again, there is a larger rear spoiler if you go with the performance pack setup. Just below that, LED sequential taillights will come standard on every single trim level. Sequential meaning when you put the turn signals on, it's going to look like it's sliding from one side to the other. The Mustang's had this feature for quite a while, but it's definitely unique to the Mustang and a nice little feature back there. But just below all of that, you will find dual exhaust outlets with chrome tips, so you guys know what we have to do next. As always, here is that exhaust clip. So, but now since we are around back, to open that rear trunk, you do have two options. You can either press the button on the key fob there twice, or just up top of the license plate there's a small little black button. If you press that, that's going to unlock the trunk as well. But either way, once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at 13.5 cubic feet for the fastback, 11.4 cubic feet if you go with the convertible. Either way, if that was not enough space for you, those rear seats do fold down. It is a 50-50 split, providing a little extra room if you needed it there. Then make your way up to the rear legroom. That is going to come in at an even 29 inches. So for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. It is basically unusable for adults back there. Better left to car seats or small children. Then make your way to the front seats. There are manually adjustable cloth seats that will come standard. Premium trim is going to give you power adjustable leather seats, and they will actually be heated and ventilated as well. And I did want to also mention there are Recaro bucket seats available. Plus side to them is you are going to get enhanced bolstering. So if you take turns a little faster than the average driver, they're going to be beneficial there. However, they are not heated or ventilated, so that's really the trade-off with those. But looking forward, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It is leather wrapped for every single trim level. And a fun little fact for you guys here, 2019 Mustang GT comes with a smooth leather. The 2019 Mustang Ecoboost comes with a texturized leather, just like the Mustang GT did from the years 2015 to 2017. So probably a useless fact to most, but I wanted to mention it there. Also, there is a heated steering wheel available with the 208 package that adds around $2,200 there. But when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key here. You do have your Mustang logo on the one side as opposed to the Ford logo. That's nice. When you flip it over, lock, unlock, the button to pop the rear trunk, and that ×2 button in the middle there, that is a remote start, which, believe it or not, comes standard on every single trim level of the Mustang Ecoboost. So definitely nice there as well. Once started up, tachometer is going to be on your left, speedometer is on your right. There is a small digital display front and center. If you wanted to adjust what is on that digital display, there are steering wheel mounted controls on the right side of the steering wheel to do that. But you can check out your trip information. Of course, there's a digital speedometer available up there if you wanted it. But perhaps my favorite part about this digital speedometer setup up here is the section labeled track apps, which comes standard on every single Mustang Ecoboost. But here is where you're going to be able to record your G-force statistics. There's 0 to 60 time, quarter mile time, there's brake performance. You can also access that line lock feature I was telling you guys about. But I have played around with this plenty of times in my own Mustang GTs, see how quickly I can get to 60. It is definitely a quite fun feature worth trying out. But so then the next question about the gauges somebody is going to ask is the 12-inch LCD digital gauge setup. That one is going to come with a 201A package, which is available with the premium trim only. So if you wanted that full digital setup up there, that is how you were going to get it. But then taking a look at overall interior quality, one of my favorite parts about the Mustang interior is the Mustang insignia just above the passenger side glove box there. I always like that. Dual zone climate control is going to come with the premium trim levels. Premium trim is also going to give you aluminum foot pedals, a universal garage door opener, chrome door, speaker surrounds, and ambient lighting as well. That's definitely one I love playing around at my own Mustang. It makes it like a different car when you change up the colors at night. And another thing people always ask me about is there is no moonroof or sunroof available on the Mustang, basically because of the shape, I believe. Anyways, making our way to the tech setup on this one. Sync system is going to come standard on the Mustang Fastback. However, the Sync 3 system, which is the larger touchscreen display, that is going to come with the premium or the 101A package, which is what this base Fastback has today. But the 101A package, by the way, goes for an additional $2,000. But with either setup, you're going to get Bluetooth and audio streaming. However, Sync 3 is going to give you Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, meaning if you have a smartphone, simply hook it up to the Mustang, and you can check out a free navigation system that you have up on that screen, as well as the ability to like and dislike your Pandora songs up there as well. If you went up in the Appalachian Mountains here in PA and you lost cell phone service, there is a factory navigation system available for an additional $800 there. You can also check out your climate control settings on the Sync 3 system up here as well, and of course your radio information. And by the way, when it comes to the sound system on this one, 6 speakers are going to come standard across the Mustang Ecoboost. However, if you go with the premium or the 101A package that we have today, you will get a 9-speaker sound system. So you guys know what we have to do next. Let's turn on the radio, see what we got playing today, and let's test out the clarity of this one. Alright, you guys, definitely a nice sound system. It's actually the same one I got my Mustang GT, so I can vouch for it. It is definitely nice. Plenty of bass, plenty of clarity, so I have no issues with that 9-speaker sound system. But then last thing on the tech display I wanted to mention is when you do put the Mustang in reverse, for every single trim level, you will get a rear view camera letting you know who or what is behind you, which is always going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags, but also driver and passenger knee airbags as well. In the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also, a tire pressure monitoring system will come standard. And there is a safety package option as well called the Safe and Smart package that adds an additional $1,000, but that is going to give you adaptive cruise control, automatic high beam control, lane keep alert, pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection, and rain sensing windshield wipers as well, which I gotta say, that rain sensing windshield wipers is a pretty cool feature. I've driven plenty of cars with that, and it is nice not having to touch the windshield wiper button all the time because the car detects it for you. But anyways, with the 201A package for the premium trim, that one will also give you blind spot information system with rear cross traffic alert. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.